You're watching Drake Wing Gaming. Enjoy the video. Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drake Wing Gaming. Some of you on Twitter, the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Remember the Flowers. So y'all, without further ado, let's go ahead and just jump right back into it, shall we? Please sit back and enjoy for the next 18 minutes to entertain you. Let's jump right in. Alarm chain, you are up, and let's go. Okay. I'll manage. Can I ask for a canister of water? Yeah, I'll get one too. I'll be back in a minute. I put my scrawny backside on the ground. Sounds good. Axel makes his way out of the warehouse pretty quickly. Looks like Rose and Ring are cleaning up dinner. Pretty amicably, I might add. I stretch my arms as I lean back and rest my hands on the ground. Most of the ground is actually dirt, like someone stripped off whatever flooring there was before. Must have been pretty desperate to want something like that. Or maybe there was a lodestar somewhere that someone wanted to find. Oh, that reminds me of my own. I make sure that no one's looking in my direction before reaching into my jacket pocket. Doesn't seem like anyone's paying attention to me right now. I slowly pull the stone out. I cut my palm to hide it, but it's as captivating as ever. I have some information and at least one thing of value. Wonder how far it'd get me. In the corner of my eye, I see Axel coming back. As naturally as possible, I slide the stone away. What you looking at? Oh, I was just, looking at my bandages. I think they need to be changed after all. Good thing I brought the first aid kit. Good thinking. Let me just... I start to pull up my sleeves when it finally hits me. I'm still wearing Lance. His jacket. The scent of vanilla hits my nose. I can't help but clench my fists. Cyrus? Axel snaps me out of my thoughts. Huh? What's wrong? Your heart rate is a bit frazzled. Oh, great, another walking heart monitor. Oh, sorry, I just realized how much I smell. Will I be able to shower tomorrow and wash my clothes? Of course. We have some robes you can wear while we wash everything. Great, the jacket is starting to reek. Do you want to take it off? No, I'll be fine. Alright, here, let me see that hand of yours. I outstretch my mummified hand. Starting from my middle finger, he slowly unravels all the bandages. Dang, what happened? Dang, what happened again? I was holding a knife the wrong way. Axel looks stumped. For this long? Can't really feel pain. It was an awkward situation. Apparently. Once my hand is unraveled, I can't help but wince at the sight of the flayed skin. Unfortunately, it looks like some of the wounds are infected, indicated by some pus accumulating under the skin. That's not good. I got some disinfectant that should help. Our doctor can do more than I can. I'll be fine. I'm pretty tough. I'm aware, but it ain't pretty to look at. He opens the box he brought to take out a bottle of pink liquid along with a rag. On the plus side, I guess you won't feel the stinging? Probably not. Even when I was younger, I was pretty good about rubbing alcohol in shots. Lucky you. As a cat, alcohol makes me lightheaded just by smelling it. Not that kind of alcohol, and don't you run a bar? And done. I didn't realize it, but he's already cleaned up my bad hand. The rag is covered in pink and yellow. Oh, that was fast. Cats have to be quick to go unnoticed. Guess that hasn't changed? What's that? Nothing. You're a weird guy, you know that? So I've been told. Is that all? Hang on, let me wrap it up again, just for one more day. He's pretty gentle as he moves the bandages around my hand. The tiger ties a neat little bow at the base of my wrist for good measure. There, how's that feeling? Good, I guess. It certainly looks better than the last bandages. Look like an amateur job at best. In more ways than one. I try not to laugh, but it's cut off by a yawn. Okay, we've kept you up long enough. We're gonna try to leave before sunrise. It's about 8 p.m. right now, so you'll be able to get at least 8 hours of rest before we head out. That'd be nice. I'm pretty beat. Axel hefts himself up as he opens up a bag he brought. He unravels a big mat along with an even bigger blanket. Whoa! You'll have plenty of space with these. They're big even for me. Don't worry, I'll live without it. I didn't realize he was giving me his own. Wow, thanks. These look pretty cozy. No worries. Here, I can turn on the heat with my axiom. How warm do you want it? A bit? I don't want to sweat, even if it gets cold. Axel pulls out his axiom and swipes it on. Unlike Lance's, his screen has an orange tint to it. In that case, I'll set it to automatic. Should work out. That's fine with... Oof! I'm almost blindsided by that fluffy pillow tossed into my lap. Oops, sorry. Should have warned you. You can use that. Don't worry if it gets dirty. We'll wash everything when we get back. Got it. Axel sets everything up in a nearby corner of the warehouse, complete with a big canteen of water in a small cylinder. That's a light you can use to get around if you need it. Do you want some earplugs too? Rose can be quite the snorer. Sure, thank you. Axel starts to rummage around in the bag he brought, giving me a moment to breathe. I didn't think it was possible, but I'm starting to get overwhelmed with how considerate he is. Unlike Lance, I think he's actually scared of not accommodating me in some way. Before I know it, he tosses me a small container. Those should be some human-grade earplugs. You can keep them. Anything else? No, I'm okay, thank you. I appreciate it. No problem. We'll get some rest, and don't hesitate. Well, get some rest, and don't hesitate to call me if you need anything, alright? Sure, will do. With that, Axel gets up and congregates with his crew, leaving me with a moment of peace and quiet. Phew, what a day. At least they're actually nice. Well, for the most part. Ring seems a bit prickly, but I think he at least has a heart. As I get under the blanket, I collect my thoughts. I really hope they're telling the truth. I don't think I can handle more trauma this week. I guess it wouldn't make sense for them to bust me out of Resume just to sell me, right? Unless they're selling me to a competitor or something. That's convoluted, but not impossible, I guess. I'll keep my guard up for the foreseeable future. I take one last deep breath as I put the earplugs in. They fit pretty well. The pillow is soft, but also pretty sturdy. Memory foam? Whatever it is, this makeshift bed is the best thing I've slept in a very long time. It doesn't take long for the heated blankets to knock me out. Yep. Ooh, that'll do it. Oh, that'll do it. Hey, are you sure about this? I'm super groggy. What time is it? I lift my head up slightly. I think one of my earplugs came out. I think we should tell him ASAP. The lights are all out. It sounds like they're on the opposite side of the warehouse whispering. There's barely any moonlight either, making it all the harder to figure out. I'm telling you, we should wait till Vita checks up on him. You're scared of how I'll react, aren't you? Terrified. I get that, but isn't it better to rip off the bandage? Do either of you want to do it? There's a moment of silence. No, but that's not fair. You're the leader here. Which is why I'm making the decision to wait. Let's at least bring him to a stable environment with an expert on the topic. I'm sliding my hand on the mat to try to find the earplug. I can hear someone sigh. Alright, I won't say anything. Me neither, but you better be prepared for the fallout. I think he'll be alright for the most part. Like he said, he's tough. Ring starts to yawn. If you say so. Oh well, he'll find out sooner or later. I feel bad for him. Same. Let's just make sure we're here for him, alright? They all grunt in agreement. Alright, I'm going to bed. Night, you two. Night. Good night. And with that, they all rustle about for a moment before getting comfortable enough to sleep, followed by loud snoring, which reminds me to stuff the earplug back in my ear. Peace and quiet. For the most part. And my mind is running. Wonder what they're keeping from me. I'll probably find out in the next few days, but even still, my anxiety starts to spike again. The cool desert wind hitting my face reminds me to get under the heated blanket. It's the perfect temperature. Yep. Fading right back out. Can't really blame him. I hope this comfort lasts a little while longer. I'm tired. When I wake up again, I can't help but wonder one thing. Will I ever have a consistent place to sleep? At the very least, this heated blanket did wonders. I find myself completely enveloped by it. If I didn't know any better, I'd say I could fall asleep again. Hell, I don't even know what time it is. Maybe I can? Chapter 7. Snowtop Respite. My inner thoughts are interrupted by a voice just outside of my toasty cocoon. Hey, Cyrus, you awake? Axel sighs. It's not too late to just leave him, you know. We really gotta work on your sense of humor. I thought it was funny. And that's the problem. Oh, really? Axel interrupts him in a fairly demanding tone. Guys, seriously, not first thing in the morning. There's a pause. Sorry. Same, I'll start getting the truck packed up. I'll help. Appreciate it. Now then. My worst fears are coming to fruition. Axel starts to slowly pull off the blanket, giving me a healthy blast of desert air. I can't help but shiver as I rub my eyes. That weird lantern from last night must be on again. It's the only source of light I can see. I know it's a bit cold. You can keep the blanket on while you're in the car, okay? On one hand, it's nice that he is taking care of me. On the other hand, I sort of feel like I'm being coddled. Shit, I need to be more assertive. With my cover blown, I quickly sit up to stretch. Sorry, I didn't mean to oversleep. Actually, we're leaving a bit earlier. I'm glad to see you're an early riser. Habit I got into during university. Still tired, though. University, huh? Might have to pick your brain about that on the trip back. Here, let's get everything packed up. Alright. Axel's about to lift more of the blanket off of me before I decide to do it myself. I got it, thanks. Oh, no problem. How are you feeling? Before answering, I quickly get myself up from my makeshift bed. I stand up slightly too fast, nearly losing my balance. Still, I carry on the facade that I'm in peak condition. Well, as peak as I can manage. I'll live. Do you need any help? Not really. Ring and Rose can handle it. I just wanted to make sure you're okay. Well, I'm fine. That bed was pretty comfy. Glad you think so. The one back home will be even better. Home, huh? You said we'll be there by lunchtime? Maybe a bit earlier. Ring got a message saying there were patrols a few miles away. We decided it's best to leave now. About that, aren't they just a medical facility? Why does it sound like they have an army? Axel hesitates to answer. That sounds like a road trip question. Let's get everything together and I'll try to fill you in. Alright. I step away from the bed to let Axel do his thing. As much as I want to help, I don't think I can lift the blanket or the mattress thing. Axel folds the blanket up like it's nothing, though. Looking around the warehouse, it looks like almost everything's put away, other than the lantern and some cooking appliances. And done. I think that's just about it. Axel holds everything on one bicep before he hands me a small pouch. Here, this has your water bottle and light stick. Oh, thank you. The pouch is long enough strapped to go over my shoulder. It almost looks like a small messenger bag. I kind of like it. Okay, I just have to get the last of the equipment and we'll be set. If you want, you can go wait in the in-vehicle. They should have it unlocked by now. You sure you don't want any help? I'll be fine. I carry way more back at the bar. Whether or not he realizes it, he flexes his free arm. If I didn't know any better, I'd say his biceps are almost as big as my torso. That's both a comforting and a scary thought. I'll just head over. You just need to pee first. Axel lets out an embarrassed laugh. Alright, hopefully it's the last time you have to use the bathroom outside for a while. No kidding. With one more stretch, I make my way out of the warehouse. Alright. The moon is rather pitiful this morning. There's barely any light out here. I can see the in-vehicle at least. One second, y'all. Let me drink some water. Ah, yes. The back door is letting out some light. I think I see Ring and Rose standing against the side of it, chatting. Psst! Hey! I don't want to startle them, but I have to get their attention somehow. I can barely see their silhouettes turned toward me. Not surprising, Rose is the one who answers. She also replies in a loud whisper. What? I need to pee. I'll be right back. Okay. What's wrong with you two? Ring replies normally. I don't. Instead, I grab the light out of my pouch. The light out of my pouch. Wait, how do I use it? I didn't pay too much attention to it last night. It sort of feels like a piece of quartz. Smooth. Instinctually, I slide my fingers up the side of it. It starts to give off a faint green glow. Whoa, that's neat. I try to make it bright enough to see, and sure enough, it's like I have my own flashlight. Once I make it around the corner of the warehouse, I see the light stick down. It's still pretty cold outside, so I make sure to do my business as fast as possible. When I finish up, I shake my hands to try flinging off some germs. I wish I could wash my hands. I move to grab the light stick when something catches my eye. The sun rising over the horizon. It's easier to appreciate without being on top of a train. The cool desert breeze is actually kind of nice, along with being able to experience it without him. I can't help but flip my hair through it and smile. I don't know why, but I think today is going to be a good day. I can't appreciate the scenery for too long. Rose is starting to yell for me. Cyrus, are you done peeing yet? I can't help but laugh, mainly at the absurdity of the situation. Yes, I'm coming. Okay. I stuff the light stick back in my pouch and then turn the corner. Rose and Ring are talking while Axel is putting away the rest of the equipment. He notices me and starts waving. I give an awkward smile as I wave back. I know he's a tiger, and even though they look completely different, he reminds me a bit of Damien. It's comforting in a way. I almost managed to get to the car without incident, but I sneeze loudly. Uh-oh, let's get you in the car. We don't want you to catch a cold. I sniffle, cringing as I have to use my sleeve to wipe my nose. Sounds good. Yeah, gross. I can sneeze on you next time if you prefer. It'll be the last thing to come out of your mouth if you do. Bet. At least you've got energy. Come on, let's get this trip started. I nod as I make my way into the warm truck and sit where I was last time. Like this music. I take it Rose is the driver of the crew. Ring and Axel sit down across from me. For the most part, I'll drive if she needs a break. But it's only another 5 hours, so she'll be fine. Not like her, we'll get there in 3. She may be a speed demon on her bike, but you wouldn't risk the truck. You haven't seen her drive when you're not around. No one likes a tattletale, Ring. Ring jumps as Rose's voice comes through the intercom. No one likes an eavesdropper either, Rose. There's no response, which makes Ring click his tongue in annoyance. Bitch. I cough with a bluntness while Axel sighs. If I don't know any better, I'd say we were brother and sister. I guess I do say that a lot. You and everyone else back home. To be fair, it does seem like you get along well with each other. Ring scoffs at that. She's like that with everybody, always in other people's spaces. Axel starts to chuckle. What? She is. Nowadays she is. I've told you how much of a wildcat she used to be. Used to, he says. Oh, trust me, you wouldn't want to tangle with her when she gets serious. I'd rather avoid her altogether, thank you very much. Good luck with that. Huh. Instead of interrupting, I opt to just listen in. I can learn a lot just by blending in with the background. What about you, Cyrus? How are you liking things so far? Oh, oops, I got distracted. Oh, well, it's only been a day, but it's better than most days I've had recently. I can only imagine. Sorry, I'm really not trying to fish for sympathy or anything. Doesn't mean you can't use it. Ring groans. What? You're so fucking corny. I don't know, I think it's kind of sweet. See? He's sensible. Shocking. Don't you have to work to do in your axiom or something? I'm so glad you asked. No, I don't. In fact, as soon as we start moving, I'm going back to sleep. Ring finishes speaking with a subdued growl. But I don't think it's aimed at me. Axel leans in to whisper something to me. He forgot his earplugs, so he hasn't gotten the best sleep lately. Ah. Ring scoffs again before leaning back and crossing his arms. I actually feel sorry for him. Alright, guys and gals, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right here. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Leave a super thanks or a tip if you can. It always helps. Until the next video, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!